Hi, my name is Alex and I'm one of the instructors here at the Fore in King's Cross. So it's starting in a tabletop position on all fours and then stepping the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Coming up nice and tall, hands onto your hips. And then tucking the tailbone under, pushing your hips forward. You should feel a stretch along the front of your left thigh. Really tucking that tailbone under as much as possible. So you're trying to get your bum flat. Nice. And then as you breathe in, see if you can reach up through your chest a little bit more. And then as you breathe out, push your hips forward and then down a little bit. And then go again. So breathing in, coming back up, just checking that that tailbone is really tucked under. And then as you breathe out, pushing the hip bone forward and then down. One more of those. Coming up, tuck that tailbone under. And then pushing the hips forward and down. Good. Resting the left hand down, resting the right hand down. Think about your chest coming forward, so lengthening the spine, coming up onto your fingertips, and then tuck the back toe under and stretch the back leg. It should feel a little bit more intense in the hips. Pushing the chest forward one more time. Good, and then drop the knee to the floor. Reaching the right arm all the way up, twisting through the torso, so you're trying to drive the left shoulder towards your right knee and drive the right shoulder away from the right knee. Nice, really push, and then come onto the outside blade of the right foot. So this outside of the right foot, you want that to make contact with the floor, and then this right knee pushes away, really twisting through the spine. Hips a little bit lower if you can. So you can stay here, or if you wish to try and bend the back leg, maybe grab onto the foot and pull that leg towards you. You should feel a really intense stretch down the front of the left thigh, twisting towards that leg as best you can. Push the hips a bit further down for 3. Staying here for 2. Nice, and then come back to the center, shuffling the right foot into the middle of your mat and then the fingertips either side of that foot. As you breathe in, I want you to stick your bum out and then stretch the front leg. Really stick your bum out, so tailbone to ceiling and your chest over your toes. And then rocking forward. Go again. So rocking the hips back, flexing the foot, really reaching your chest over your toe, and then bending and dropping your hips down. One more like that. Sitting your bum back, flexing that foot, as if you're trying to lick your toe, really lengthen through the spine. And then you can stay here if this is enough for you, or maybe think about shuffling that foot slightly forward to get more of a stretch along the back of the right leg. Sticking that bum out as best you can, so you're stretching the head of the hamstring, which is all the way up here. If you tuck the tailbone under, you're reducing the stretch in this top bit of the hamstring. If you stick your bum out, you get the entire length. Couple more breaths here. See if you can lean a bit further over that leg for 3. Good for 2. Nice. And then coming up, and we'll do the other side. So stepping back to your tabletop and stepping that left foot forward. Coming up. Checking you're in a nice 90-90 position, tuck the tailbone under. So as if you're making your bum flat, really pushing this right hip forward and under. And then drive the hip forward a little bit further, and then sitting the hip back. Go again. So driving forward, squeeze your bum, sitting back. Really squeeze your bum, tuck that tailbone, driving forward, squeezing back. Nice. This time as you drive forward, drop the hands inside the leg. Looking forward with your chest and then tuck the back toe under and stretch the back leg. Really push that hip down as best you can. Looking forward, reaching the chest forward. Nice, and then drop the knee to the floor. Right hand flat onto the floor. Reach that left arm up, twisting through the torso, pushing that left knee down towards the floor. Push the hips a little bit harder down if you can. And then maybe you reach the left arm out towards the back and grab onto that foot. If you struggle to reach the foot, it might be worth getting a strap or a belt, using that to pull it towards you. Stay here for 3. Stay here for 2. Good, and then release that leg. Shuffle the left leg in between your hands. Same as we did before. Think about sticking your bum out. Really send it towards the back of the room. Flex the foot, and then rocking the weight forward. Go again. Sticking your bum out, flex the foot, and then forward. Last one, stick your bum out, flex that foot. Think about chest going over toe. So rather than nose to knee, think chest over toe. And then maybe you can shuffle this foot a little bit further forward. Maybe you can lean a bit further over that leg, but try to keep the chest long. Stay here. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose for 3. In through and out through the nose for 2. Last one. Nice, and then release the feet back into a tabletop. Flip around so that you're in a reverse tabletop. Your hands are underneath your shoulders, your feet are flat on the floor, and you push your hips up, opening out to look behind you. And then tuck your chin back into your chest, taking your right ankle onto your left knee. Drive that right knee down to the floor as best you can, keeping your hips square. Don't let the hips open out. And then sit your bum in between your hands. Change the fingertips to face away from you. And then if you can feel this in your right hip, either really deep in the glute or into the hip, then just stay here. If you wish to try and bring that left leg in a little bit further, you'll get a little bit deeper into that hip. This should be quite a nice stretch. Driving that right knee away, chest going over toe. So again, you're trying to reach your chest to your toe, not your nose to knee. Lengthen through the spine for 3. Good. Staying here for 2. Good. One more breath here. Keeping that left foot exactly where it is, you're going to roll so the left knee comes onto the floor as well. Dropping that right knee down onto the left foot. And you should find that your hip, your knee, and your foot square off really nicely. So this foot is directly underneath my knee. It's not in towards me. It's really far away. And then sit up as tall as you can. You might find that you're actually up here, and that's pretty standard, especially if you've been sitting all day looking at the computer or sitting on chairs all day. Try to sit up as tall as you can, and then maybe you reach your fingertips over your toes, maybe. And then stay here. Keep breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Lengthen through that spine, in through the nose and out through the nose. Good, one more breath. Lovely, and then we'll do the other side. So releasing the feet to the floor, pushing up into that reverse tabletop position, popping the left ankle onto the right knee, drop that knee down. Sit your hips back, as far back as you can, then turn your fingertips away. If this is enough for you, stay here. If you wish to bring that knee in a bit more, by all means. Chest is over your toe, looking up. Staying here for 3, for 2. Nice, and then keeping that right foot exactly where it is, you roll so the right knee comes down to the floor. You may be here, and that's totally fine. See if you can drop the knee down so it's over your toe. Again, just have a look down at your knee and check that the foot isn't really close towards you. It should be quite far away. And then sitting up nice and tall, lengthen through the spine, walking your fingertips away from you. Stay here for 3. Nice, breathing in and out through your nose for 2. Nice, and then coming all the way back up. Good, give your legs a little shake. Whatever you need to do to them. Nice. Good, thanks very much.